Beattie. He's already scored a couple of goals for them after returning to Scottish football, facing his former club. Former teammate of Neil Lennon. Celtic had so much of the ball in that first half, but so few opportunities in front of goal, apart from Keys really and Commons' strike.
At the moment it looks as if Beattie is going to play up alongside Stephen Elliott. Darren Barr still holding, then a line of three. And then Beattie and Elliott, at least it's going to make the two Celtic centre-backs pick up now.
Ledley picks out Commons, could be an opening here. Commons returns it to Ledley. Mulgrew, away by McGowan. Black, Stephen Elliott chasing this. Lubin's making strides to get over there. Held up by Elliott. Now Black. Beattie. And Scatchell looking to get to this. Rudy Scatchell seizes the moment and lays down a marker at the start of the second half. Hearts have the lead over Celtic.
Well, it's much better that they've sent out a positive message, getting Beattie onto the pitch, and they get a result immediately. Good ball from Black to Beattie. Lovely first-time pass. Is he offside? No, he's not. He's come from the back post area. He's onside as it's played through Scatchell. But Beattie had to play it. It came off Kelvin Wilson in any case. He did brilliantly to take it round Forster. But what a good first-time pass from Craig Beattie to get Scatchell in. And at long last, Hearts have shown a little bit of ambition, and they get the payoff for it.
Well, he hardly had a kick in the first half, but he's just had one of the biggest kicks of his career. Rudy Scatchell has now scored in the last three Scottish Cup ties. Celtic shocked and startled at the beginning of the second half. Stephen Elliott has pinched it here, but it will be a Celtic throw. Even though he was fairly anonymous in the first half, Scatchell, that's why you keep him on. He can always pop up where it matters, where it counts. Key. Comments for Lustig, who got forward well in the first half. Danny Granger can't stop that, going for a corner. And Hearts hang on to their lead for any length of time. Commons corner. Beattie was at the near post. Key. Not far away.
I shouldn't be getting the shot away in a crowded penalty box like that. I think it's Craig Beattie who's closest to him. To be fair, he got the shot away really quickly. Poor challenge in the air by Driver. Driver should be doing better here. On the half volley, always on the rise.
A setback, and a serious one for Neil Lennon. Celtic beaten here in the League Cup final last month. They have toiled in some of their really big matches, but at least they've got virtually a whole half in which to respond, and that should encourage them. Brown for Lustig. Key. Lustig. He's returned it here to Key. Saliukas sends it behind. Goal kick actually off Key.
Should have tried to put it in. He had a yard to throw the cross in here, Key. He runs off Granger. In fact, his driver he runs off. Good first touch on the thigh, but should have knocked it into the back post.
Well, they went a long time without conceding a goal in the Scottish Cup. But But along came Rudy Scatchell right at the start of the second half, and it's a perturbed look on the face of Neil Lennon now. Celtic have to create more. They are capable of doing just that, but McGowan has closed the door on Samaras. Wilson. Movens. Lustig. Scott Brown having to spin away from Stephen Elliott. Mulgrew. Won by Zaliukas, but here's Brown. Lustig. Hooper. Off to Zaliukas for a corner.
Yeah, it's just a little bit heavy with the pass there. Otherwise Hooper would have got a better crossing here. Lustig just a little bit heavy with that pass there. To be fair to Zaliukas, he did really well to squeeze.
It's the kind of response you expected from Celtic. Wounded. Commons corner. O'Donnell gets something on it, but Gary Hooper's going to retrieve this. Key. Hooper for Brown. Here's Darren Barr. Elliott could be the pass here. And now Scatchell. He's offside. The flag's up.
Oh, must have been tight. Must have been really tight. Kelvin Wilson at his deepest for Celtic here. Just off a ring. Just off.
Ledley. Brown. Lustig. Commons. Moving away from Granger. Blocked by Webster though, and now Barr sidestepping Commons. Charlie Mulgrew. Celtic anxious. Trailing to Hearts. As it stands, the 2012 Scottish Cup final would be in Edinburgh Derby, but a lot could happen yet as Samaras is penalised.
Yeah, he's trying to make the block tackle, never getting there. I just wonder how much longer Neil Lennon will give it before he thinks about a change here. Anthony Stokes is the obvious one. Samaras and Hooper, for me, haven't played as a partnership today. They haven't managed to link up. And if you want a goal, this is your man.
Scored a hat-trick at Peterhead. Celtic began on the road to Hampden. Here's Samaras. Black. Anthony Stokes warming up. Brown. Beattie may just snatch that, he does. Now Scatchell. It's a foul by Brown.
Just looked at a totally different team since they've managed to get another striker on the pitch, Hearts.
Black for Scatchell. He's gone for goal and forced Forster into the save.
I just wonder how much it moved. Certainly caught Forster by surprise. He's not expecting the shot from that range. Moved a little bit right to left. It's a save you'd always expect a keeper to make.
Hearts would nearly have a second. But that doesn't bear thinking about the Celtic. Granger floated in, Webster at the far stick. Free kick.
Just a little bit too deep for Andy Webster.
His key. Yesterday at Hampden belonged to Hibs. Will today at Hampden belong to Hearts? There is much for them to do yet against the champions.
Well, you know, we're often critical of linesmen, but this is a terrific decision by the offside, by the far side assistant here. Could have given offside against Driver, but rightly allowed the play to develop. Scatchell through, and it's a terrific decision. Super finish by Scatchell as well, you'd have to say. Lovely first time ball by Beattie. Had he not played it first time, Scatchell would have been offside. And Hearts at last show a little bit of ambition and get the reward for it.
He's the man you'd want in that position. And it was Graham Leslie, the assistant referee, who made the call. Hearts sitting on a 1-0 lead. Celtic eager to avoid more Hampden heartbreak. They're going to have to do so the hard way. Beattie will receive this. Beattie for Scatchell!
Never really got it, did he? But the set-up from Beattie was terrific. Lovely little spin. The weight of the ball here is perfect. He can allow it across his body, doesn't have to break his stride. Scatchell's better than that. Doesn't get a hold of it.
Looking a totally different player in this second half. Rudy's turned up, and that could be ominous for Celtic. Lustig looking for Scott Brown. The bounce away from the Celtic captain, though.
Well, it's going to take something like that. Midfield players going beyond the ball, going beyond the striker.
Stokes chatting away to Victor Wanyama. We might well see Stokes soon.
Six attempts each. And that's been a little bit more accurate.
Commons. Danny Granger there. Anthony Stokes' arrival is imminent as we head towards the hour mark. The indication is from the touchline that Georgios Samaras will make way. Celtic in need of a lift and a goal. Commons. Brown. Can he put Lustig in here? Almost. Goal kick.
Yeah, we're right again. Zaliukas out to the ball very quickly again. Good ball from Scott Brown here. Danny Granger caught ball watching. Centre back bailed him out.
Anthony Stokes waiting in the wings, and that change will happen now. 5 goals in 10 Scottish Cup ties in his career, 20 goals for Celtic this season. Anthony Stokes replaces Georgios Samaras.
Well, I think the choice for Neil Lennon was either Samaras or Chris Commons. Could have taken Commons off and moved Samaras wide, but at least they have a partnership now, a genuine partnership up front.
Louvens. Zaliukas down for Granger. Hoisted high towards Beattie and Louvens. Half an hour left at Hampden Park. Semi-final Sunday. It's the Hearts fans celebrating at the moment and eyeing an Edinburgh derby in the Scottish Cup final. It's a foul by Elliott. Celtic certainly have it within them to rescue this, although Lustig has been robbed by Driver, who could feed Beattie here. Louvens got back and it's a corner.
I don't know why Lustig played the ball to Commons in the first place. He gets it straight back. Commons has got nowhere to go. Good pressure by Driver. Nothing on inside him. Louvens did well to make the block. He took a sore one there, Lustig, but Driver's every right to go and press it.
Corner for Hearts. Granger takes it. Flanked away by Lustig. Gary Hooper is onto it. Seeking out Chris Commons. Paulo Sergio has been speaking to the lively Spaniard Suso, who's going to be next on. Granger in no rush to take this. Granger, who was at Gretna when they lost to Hearts in the 2006 final, but he was ineligible because he was out on loan when they won the semi-final. A bit harsh on him. Stokes. Ian Black is going to have to come off for Hearts, seemingly with a thigh problem. Also on a yellow card, of course, which has curtailed his tackling exploits. So it looks like Ian Black will have to make way, and it will mean a rejig. McGowan's throw. Beattie. Brown. Black. Beattie. Helped it onto Driver. Beattie again. It's not far off its intended target from the former Celtic striker.
Well, that's a very decent effort, and you know the introduction of Craig Beattie has changed the complex of this game here. Very decent effort. I think if anything he's trying to move that left to right. Maybe gets it with the wrong side of his foot.
So Ian Black's game is up. Substitution is going to happen. Black is away and on comes Suso, who's come on as a sub in the last 6 games, injured for much of this season. Sealed an Edinburgh derby victory last month. He can be lively and he can be fiery as well, a spiky character out on the pitch. Likewise him. Black seemingly toiling with an injury. Suso certainly offers an attacking threat, but he might have to do a bit more defensive work now as Hearts look to shut out Celtic.
Well, it's harder for Celtic to get the full-backs forward now that Hearts are playing with 2 up. Centre-backs always want a little bit of cover from full-backs. When Hearts are 1-up, Celtic fullbacks should go forward any time they want, not now.
Mulgrew. Mulgrew again for Key. On by McGowan though, and here is Suso, the new arrival. Stephen Elliott. Suso lost out to Ledley. Hooper now. Stokes to his right, he's found him. Stokes, and it slithers across and away from Key. It'll be a corner.
Well, he did just enough, Danny Granger. He's always shown Stokes the outside here. Goes through his legs, takes a little nick off his right foot. Could have gone anywhere.
Commons corner. Scatchel onto it. Entry by Lustig. Now Wilson. Key. Brown. Stokes wants it played in. Zaliukas saw that coming and has seen most things coming today. Key. Zaliukas there again. Ledley. But here's Driver. Driver. Having his best run in the Hearts team for over 3 years. Craig Beattie gets a free kick off Lubens.
I think Glenn Lubens is lucky. If he's not going into the book here, he's fortunate. He comes right through the back of Craig Beattie.
Just a warning. Granger. Webster for Zaliukas. Elias, nearly but not quite. Final quarter of the game, if it ends after 90, and Barlow Sergio certainly hoping that it will.
Well, you can't argue with the change he made at half-time. You know, it's changed the face of the game. It'll work for Hearts to do it all. This is going to be a long 22, 23 minutes for him.
Commons barging Suso out the way. Hooper now. Movement ahead, movement all around. Lustig. Stokes unable to get to that. An important touch from McGowan.
Don't know why he stayed at the back post, Anthony Stokes. He should be getting himself in there.
Key. Second half has been engrossing. Brown. Hooper. Ledley. Charlie Mulgrew. Confronted by Suso. Ledley.
Offside.
Stokes. Oh, there was no flag.
Looked offside. That's what Danny Granger's saying. Decent ball in from Ledley. Yeah, he's half a yard off Anthony Stokes.
Stokes on for Samaras. Just over 20 minutes left of the 90 minutes. Scatchel. By Wilson. Beattie. Supported here by Driver. He's put him in. Elliott and Suso in the box. But it's Kelvin Wilson who cleared it. Scatchel. Driver. Zaliukas. Scatchel. Five goals in his last 6 games, Rudy Scatchel. Scored in both both games against St Mirren in the last round. He's scored in the semi-final. It's making the difference at the moment, but here's Gary Hooper and Key. Stokes have peeled away. Can't get his cross in yet. Might need to use Mulgrew. He does. Mulgrew. Stokes. But McDonald makes the save.
Yeah, just not enough power. Mulgrew and Stokes did really well because Suso's helping McGowan out there. Did really well to pick out Stokes. Made his half yard. Just not enough power to trouble McDonald.
Beattie. Offside. Elliott. When we finish here, we're off to Old Trafford. Manchester United look to recover from their Wigan defeat. They take on Aston Villa. It's from 3 o'clock on Sky Sports 1 HD and also available in Sky 3D. Victor Wanyama is going to be on for Celtic shortly. McGowan trying to fend off Stokes and succeeding. Suso holding off Mulgrew. Mulgrew kept it in though. Webster up to Beattie.
I just wonder if Wanyama will come on and play at the back for Celtic, because they really are struggling with Craig Beattie's physical presence right now.
Well, he's going to take the place of Mikael Lustig, we hear. Elliott, determined. Feeding driver. Scatchell. Danny Granger. Scatchell. Trying to backheel it to driver, but Joe Ledley stepped in for Celtic. Key. Celtic destroyed Kilmarnock in clinching the title last weekend, but it's proving much harder work this time around in the Scottish Cup semi-final. Commons away to Mulgrew. Stokes is over there with him, and they're linking up.
Good tackle, really good tackle from Suso.
Terrific challenge from the Spaniard. Beattie. Elliott. And he's fed Suso. Celtic are a little exposed here. Beattie. Can he pull it back for Scatchell? They're still showing interest. Stephen Elliott. Or has he chipped the keeper nearly?
That was a very decent effort. Certainly had Fraser Forster moving his feet quickly. I think he's always getting back, but it's a very decent effort. Beattie did brilliantly to get the ball across the face. They keep it alive. And Fraser Forster is scrambling back here.
Stokes is offside meantime. Celtic making that change. Victor Wanyama, suspended for the last couple of league matches after his red card at Ibrox, is going to come on here for Mikael Lustig, and Wanyama has scored twice in 3 games against Hearts this season.
Well, it looks as if he's going to play right back. I thought for a moment Celtic were going to a back 3, but still a flat back 4.
He has looked equally comfortable as a centre-half and in midfield. Stokes. Picked in by Hooper, but all he could do was give it to Driver, who now gets a throw off for Wanyama. We're a quarter of an hour away from an Edinburgh Cup final. Unless Celtic are planning to have a say yet, and they could easily do so. Wanyama wins that. Zaliukas. Beattie takes it, and he could release Suso. Huge effort required now from Hearts. A test of their character, but also a test of Celtic's. Hooper. He smuggled it through here for Commons. McDonald gathers.
Well, it's good goalkeeping. I thought Chris Commons might have put his foot in there. Hooper did really well. Spots the runner Commons coming in off the wide area. Chris Commons did McDonald a favour, just pulled out there. I'm wary that he could have hurt the keeper.
Well, Grew won that. It's a nasty collision. The play will have to be stopped. McGowan.
I don't think Hooper sees McGowan coming, he's blindside on him.
Players having a drink, actually, that's why we're waiting. Hearts are going to bring on their final sub. Denis Prichenenko, 20-year-old Ukrainian, born in Germany. He's come on in the last couple of matches. He's going to replace Stephen Elliott. So Hearts deciding not to use David Templeton, who made his return after 2 months out to the bench. So Lucas across. It's kept a watchful eye today. But here is Commons. Stokes. Mulgrew. Poor.
Yeah, wrong foot, isn't it? Other side he might have fancied it on his left side, but he just throws his right foot at this Charlie Mulgrew. Ball in from Commons, too deep for Anthony Stokes. Did well to keep it alive, actually. Clock starting to tick down here for Celtic.
Stephen Elliott replaced then by Denis Prichenenko. Prichenenko has been on loan at Wraith Rovers this season. Only his 3rd appearance in the famous maroon shirt. But it comes on the big Hampden stage in a Scottish Cup semi-final. Beattie. Foul by him. Key. Mulgrew. Commons. Key. Brown now with Wanyama outside. Brown ready to deliver towards Stokes, steered away by Webster.
Good ball.
Scott clipped by Kelvin Wilson. Now this is going to be an interesting call. Ewan Norris across.
Yellow, it's got to be yellow.
It is.
Well, I think he's too wide, and you know, Luvens is in the central area, he can get out to it as well. Really good run there in behind Kelvin Wilson. And it gets Hearts right up the pitch, gives him a chance to put it in back post again.
Wilson and Mulgrew booked for Celtic. Danny Granger loves a set piece, loves a free kick. Hearts not committing too many bodies forward. Webster, Barr and Beattie in there. Granger takes. Out by Mulgrew. Prichenenko makes the challenge. A little over 10 tantalising minutes left. Celtic pushing for an equaliser. Craig Beattie. Andy Driver. Driver up against Lubens, happy to take him on. Forster's grabbing that though.
I did well to get down the outside, that's the hard bit. Made a mess of the cross.
Chris Commons. Now Gary Hooper. Into the path of Victor Wanyama. Can they find an opening? Well, the assistant referee put his flag up and has given that. I'm not sure the referee was going to.
I don't think he was. I don't think Ewan Norris wanted to know. That's certainly a free kick, and it linesman looking straight across at it.
What a massive moment this is. You can feel the tension around Hampden Park. Huge free kick coming. It's Commons to take it. Key's header. He's hit the post again.
Well, once again, he's totally unmarked at the back post. It's a tighter angle, but he's got to get that back across Jamie McDonald. What a chance. It's a terrific chance. You know, he's totally unmarked. Krishnenko has tucked right in and left him at the back post on his own.
It's a carbon copy of his first half header that also cannoned off the post. Key, who scored in the final here last season, has squandered 2 headers. And Scott Brown, who was struggling for this match, has been replaced. Charlie Mulgrew will get the captain's armband, and on comes an exciting young player in Dylan McGeoch. His 6th substitute appearance for Celtic. Scored against St Mirren back in November. Rejoined Celtic last year. He was with them as a young boy, then went to Rangers for 3 years before coming back. Commons could feed McGeoch here. An immediate contribution from the youngster. Wanyama. Tripped by Driver.
Yeah, I don't think it's intentional, but he certainly clipped Wanyama there. Once he gets goal side, the Driver. Just there.
Well, Chris Commons and Charlie Mulgrew coming across to show interest in this.
Well, I'd be surprised if Charlie Mulgrew doesn't fancy getting something on target here. He's got to be at least 25 yards from goal, but he has the power. And he strikes the ball well enough to ask the question of Jamie McDonald.
Sergio. Told off here by Ewan Norris. Charlie Mulgrew scored in the final last season from a similar position. It's a worrying moment for Hearts, that's for sure. Commons looking more likely at the moment. It is Commons, but McDonald is equal to it.
Well, I think McDonald always knows that Chris Commons is going top right-hand corner here. He's across very quickly.
Hearts stay on the back foot. Commons corner away by Beattie. McGeoch now. Commons decided to make a run. Craig Beattie sent it away for a corner.
Well, he did well. He was almost caught wrong side of Commons, but managed to get himself sorted out.
Celtic piling on the pressure in their quest for an equaliser. Another Commons corner. It's still not going in. Absolutely remarkable.
I'm not quite sure what Anthony Stokes did here at the back post. Looked as if he had a tap in as he gets round the back here, and he's just miscued it from a yard out. Just tries to nurse this over the line with the outside of his right foot as McDonald tries to claw it away. It's just too high for Hooper.
Some say from McDonald from Mulgrew, but it doesn't get much closer than that. Hearts clinging on to their semi-final lead. Commons in, looking for Key. Key goes down and it's a goal kick only.
Now Ryan McGowan not happy with Key, reckons he threw himself back post. It's an awkward angle for the referee here because Key's blindsided the fullback. Nothing doing for me. Good ball in back post. I think he's looking for it, Key.
Running out of time. 5 minutes left. He's been involved in much today. 2 headers against the post. Suso. How on earth did it stay out there? Maybe it's meant to be for Hearts today. Celtic hope maybe not. They're leaving it late, but late will do if they can scramble an equaliser. McGeoch. Wanyama now. Ledley. Mulgrew. Hooper! Gary Hooper saves the day with his first ever Scottish Cup goal!
What a cross from Charlie Mulgrew. It's not a left foot he's got, it's a magic wand. And the cross takes both centre-backs out of the game. Hooper gets inside Granger. As it's played, is he off? Tight decision. He might have got off with one there, Gary Hooper. But all he has to do is just put his forehead in this, and from that range he's always going to score. It's a wonderful cross from Charlie Mulgrew.
A delightful delivery from Mulgrew, one of so many this season. Gary Hooper scores his 45th goal for Celtic, but his first in the Scottish Cup. Hearts have got a free kick now. It's 1-1 with 3 minutes of the 90 left and extra time beckoning. .86 minutes, the time of the goal. Richenenko, awful, what a waste.
What is he doing? If you're going to do that, don't put your centre-backs up. You want that dropped-in back post. Give us something to run at. That's what Andy Webster's saying there.
Driver has robbed Wanyama here. He's got away from Wanyama now, but he can't feed Scatchell. What an enthralling end to the 90 minutes. McGeoch. Key will run onto this. Suddenly Celtic are looking for a winner. Hooper's in there again. Webster's clearance casual. It's Charlie Mulgrew. And McDonald clutches it.
Well, Andy Webster gets away with a dreadful clearance at the back post there. Maybe out of tiredness, very slack. Love a little 1-2 from Mulgrew, who he almost got in.
The Edinburgh Derby final has been put on hold by Gary Hooper. Darren Barr. Richenenko. Suso. Beattie. Battling away. Driver. Danny Granger. Skips past Lubens. And it's off Wanyama for a corner.
Maybe one last chance, could be the last chance to put the ball in the box. This is where Celtic are short of a little bit of height in the absence of Samaras.
The last minute of the 90. Granger whips it in. Saliukas, it's handball, it's given, it's a penalty to Hearts.
Well, that's a huge call from Ewan Norris. I think it's Joe Ledley. He certainly put a strike his at him, but well, his left elbow's away. I don't think there's any intent there at all. A lot of referees, I think, would have let Celtic go with that. Huge call from Ewan Norris.
Well, Fraser Fraser Forster saved an injury time penalty against Hearts earlier in the season in the SPL, and Neil Lennon must be hoping he can repeat the trick. Now Jamie Hamill, who usually takes the penalties, is injured of course. It looks like Craig Beattie's going to take it against his former club. We're into 3 minutes of stoppage time, by the way. Beattie, who came through Celtic's youth system, against Fraser Forster, who's using a delaying tactic here. Craig Beattie, he's done it, and he might just have won it, and Edinburgh could be coming to Glasgow next month in the 2012 Scottish Cup final.
Well, if that is the final say, nobody can argue, because Craig Beattie, his introduction has changed the game. I think Fraser Forster may have got a hand onto the penalty, but just couldn't get enough of a hand on it. I think he gets fingertips onto the Celtic goalkeeper. It goes straight down the middle. He's just gone a fraction too early here, Forster. But I've got to say, it's a huge decision to give the penalty from Hugh Norris. I don't think it was any intent at all from Joe Ledley to bring his arm onto the ball. Much more ball to Aram.
He was booked for his celebration. Craig Beattie has had his say against his former club, but another big decision goes against Celtic, and they will have something to say about that, you can be sure. They lost the League Cup final here last month, and now they're 2-1 down with a couple of minutes left. A massive call from Ewan Norris. Leuven just gone up top as Celtic look to snatch an equaliser. McGeoch's cross. Oh, McDonald makes the save from Ledley.
Well, it's a save you'd expect him to make, but Joe Ledley looked favoured to score at the back post. This is awkward on the volley, but Ledley on his left side is good enough. Decided to try and take it with the inside of his foot when he could have smashed it.
Celtic will be raging at the referee, but Hearts are on the brink of their first Scottish Cup final since 2006. But there's an extra twist to it for Paolo Sergio, because it's Hibs who await in the final. Beattie, Scatchell chasing. 3 minutes are up, but after the furore of the penalty, there might be a bit of time left still. On the brink, on the verge, and days like this don't come along very often. Ranger, Wanyama, Hooper, Charlie Mulgrew. Celtic's knee couldn't be more urgent if they tried. Mulgrew will try and get a cross in here. He does. But Celtic cried handball.
Well, popped up onto Andy Webster's arm. Just wonder how much of that Hugh Norris saw.
McGeoch, he's got past driver. McDonald away, and Suso can complete the clearance. It's over! Hearts have won! Edinburgh will be coming to Glasgow next month for only the second time, and 116 years after the first time. The capital clubs will contest the Scottish Cup final. Neil Lennon is heading straight towards the referee, and he will be in bother again for the SFA. Celtic feel hard done by.
Well, this is one at the other end. And again, I think it strikes Andy Webster on the arm, and again, I don't think it's a penalty. Pops up onto it. Well, he's trying to get his left arm out of the way. As it comes in, he knows nothing about it. But, you know, likewise, Joe Ledley, I think, knew nothing about the one at the other end.